I'd heard about the festival. I was somewhat miffed at not having cracked an invitation before.
I'm intrigued. Very much I feel it's not my terrain at all, but I'm intrigued.
It's so magical. Sometimes it's very easy for you to be in your head, particularly when you're working on something, and then you suddenly come to a place like this. It somehow reassures you that you are not mad.
We are gathered again this year because we are believers. We are true believers in the possibility of progress despite the many disappointments of the present.
A festival of ideas for Africa, it was something that I was really excited about.
You know, the magic that happens when you bring people from different ways of thinking together.
There's always this possibility, there's always this potential to tap into the best of who we are.
All the things that could contribute to human flourishing on the African continent are of particular importance to us. But the important thing is that you're the one setting the agenda for what needs to be tackled, not being summoned to foreign capitals to discuss your problems.
And that seminal moment, that moment at the hilltop when we crafted a constitution that defined in a durable way what we want to be as a people, we didn't consider how we would remain at it. This constitution and the democracy we have, it's not ours, it's for everybody. And it's quite important that young people don't feel that we got to the top and now we kick away the ladder.
On the African continent, we have the world's oldest political leaders on the world's youngest continent. It's almost as if they are trolling us. We pointedly brought the Chief Minister of Sierra Leone, who is still in his 30s, as a rebuke.
I'm here to state that our greatest enabler and means of getting back to the mountain top is the right political leadership. Until leaders understand that bringing young people in the room is not a nice to have. It is a moral imperative, a necessary economic strategy.
Obviously, anybody listening or anybody present at the festival, it's about recognizing moments, and then it's also about challenging assumptions.
Well, what is amazing is the breadth of topics that have been represented and the breadth of individuals.
The idea is really to ensure that the African region has the sovereignty in producing its own vaccines, but also has less reliance on high-income countries.
With proximity, we have to map out our new trade dynamics on the continent in a way that can support especially small and medium-sized enterprises.
By 2050, we expect 500 million climate refugees.
I was 9 years old when we left Somalia. Riots were breaking out, hundreds of people were killed. When we landed in the United States, I distinctly remember watching the news and watching our entire city burn down. I started off working on job creation and poverty reduction in Somalia. But the biggest challenge that we faced was that a lot of these young people were suffering from trauma and PTSD and anxiety and depression. And so we started integrating mental health into all of our workforce development, entrepreneurship, and microfinance programs. And so for me, this festival, the platform has been sharing what has worked in Somalia and seeing how we can replicate it across the continent.
I received the things my grandmothers left for me in a dream.
All aspects of life. It's not, oh, this is a technology conference to talk about AI. Of course, we had conversations about AI.
If you say AI 3 times in a row, Sam Altman will appear right here asking to put a data center nearby.
But it's also to talk about what are the building blocks of community, of society. How do we relate to one another? What is human nature? What is art? What is its role in how we can build healthier, saner societies where human beings can flourish? I think it's a combination of all of these things that will get us where we want to go.
People describe the future almost as if it is something which is yet to come. And I always say that in order to find the future, sometimes we need to go to the past. A lot of my work involves this idea of excavating history and memory through objects the failures that are evident within the objects. They're bringing it into the realm of artistic thoughts, taking recognition of our shared histories and shared failures and using that as a base of material.
My brother's story is one of those stories around the unfinished business of the TRC.
I only came to this idea of interviewing Eugene de Kock when I served on the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. I had encountered Eugene de Kock through stories of women whose husbands he had murdered.
I really saw someone who is broken. And I do think that there is something about making him powerful again. When he's not as powerful as he used to be.
How do we create conditions in the way that we encounter one another? How do we create conditions that encourage the openness? Because people will get surprised. I refer to it as the emergence of the unexpected.
To make a safe space for uncertainty and doubt. When anything is too certain, you understand there's an authoritarianism that comes with it. Giving an image or the impulse the benefit of the doubt and seeing what emerges from it is very central to the practice in the studio. But I think it also reveals the way in which we construct both an image, but also a meaning, but also ourselves, and also how we construct meaning outside of the studio rather than receive it. We're actively making it the whole time from the different fragments that flood into us.
What is the world we're really trying to make? And as the world's youngest continent, the only one growing, 6 out of the 10 fastest growing economies are in Africa. And we get to do this. This is happening now.
The challenge is how to come here and be an active participant and not just sit back and sort of absorb it all and feel enriched, but really to think about why you are here. Why have you got the privilege of a seat at the table here?
It's a sense of belief, We need to be able to believe that this is home somehow. Bring that belief and faith that you have and bury it within this continent is very important. We wish that would have happened already 50, 60, 70 years ago. Through the Pan-Africanist movement and all that. There was a time which we were at a very high peak and then there was a sudden decline. And the question is that how do we resurrect that promise? Yes.